Listen and let the TV radio be there to lead.
We're good, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can't hear myself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this month's buffet on Telegraph TV Radio. My name is Idafi Matches. All right, my name is Idafi Matches. I'm going to come in here on the spot. To my families on YouTube, good morning to you. Wherever you are, I know it's round the clock, right? They say 3 hours is midnight somewhere in the world. So some of you guys are in the US, you're midnight right now. Some of us here in the morning. Some of you in Australia in the afternoon, wherever the time difference is. Big shout out to you all. Thank you for logging on to my life and being there on Instagram. Good morning, everybody, wherever you are. That's about in there. You're becoming like a very, very super regular guy. If you're around the neighborhood, can you come into the studio one of these Tuesdays and let's just be like together in the studio in the morning? I know that morning hours is very, very difficult. And I'm working on a game show. So I'm working on a game show where you can call in on the show and, answer questions and win prizes. But hey, guys, don't be faster than your legs. We're going to take that one on a slow ride, but it's going to happen pretty soon. I had a conversation with some guys yesterday, and they were interested in the conversation. So let's see where that goes. But beyond that, what's this thing I want to say now? My voice is very, very groggy, like I ate a whole crocodile, right? So please bear with me. I've got catarrh, I've been under the weather. I'm still not fine, but what kind of show to do? You know how we say the show goes on, and it just have to roll. Whatever happens, happens, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So what happens in the hospital or the sick bay stays there. But you gotta come back the next morning and be on the microphone. How it is. This is what I'm used to. This is the life that I chose. This life, I chose this life, and then the life embraced and chose me. So I've got to do the job the best way that I know how to do it. So let's see how it goes. But those of you on YouTube and I know that the guys on Instagram and the guys on the WhatsApp space are like, oh, you don't see us like we're your family. If you want to be the family, join the YouTube. It's as simple as that. There's not wrong with me knowing that this is my family, this is my friends, and these are my people. It's just the same. But I just think that the guys who take our time to be on the YouTube channel are people who want to see this business survive. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a broadcaster anymore. So when people are like, oh, you're a journalist, man, that now you're using my yesterday address to do your postal service. I will not get delivery of the mail that you're sending. I'm a YouTuber, and YouTubers focus on the people on YouTube. It's not disrespect to anybody on Instagram or anybody sending messages on WhatsApp. I understand the whole nature of our job. Not everybody can, log on to YouTube and do that. But I'm just telling you the reality. You know why you guys like me, those of you who are my fans, who are my real fans, because I say things the way they are. But one of the things that I've noticed with people is that as long as I'm saying things the way they are about other people, it's beautiful. The day I say it about them, I become a bad guy. I'm not going to be that guy, have to try to diplomatically fit and save everybody. But hey, football is beautiful. Rangers are in the Champions League. Draws for the group stage. They went, they saw, and they conquered. To think that they drew 2-2 at home, and you guys, PSI Eindhoven is going to beat them. Come on, this is a big team. Rangers normally doesn't get to the group stage. It's been 17 years. To think that once upon a time, 10, 12, 13 years ago, Rangers was shut down to the 4th tier of the Scottish Football League, and they won every tier of the league. And now they are in the Champions League. In the same process, they've won the Scottish League unbeaten 18 months ago, and then they won the cup. They were in the finals of the Europa Cup last season. Thumbs up for them. For me, they are my team of the round. And whatever happens in the group stage of the Champions League, they're going to lose every single game. I really don't care. Why is that song when I need to play it? Okay, well, YouTube we can't play that song. I don't care. That's Ed Sheeran, right? That's the way I feel right now. I don't care what happens thereafter going into the group stage, but that made me, I'm happy for them. And to think that Giovanni Van Bronckhorst lost Joe Aribo, what's the other guy that have dreadlock like me? What's his name now? Calvin Bassey, thank you very much. And they still managed to do what they did. Yeah, fine. I know a whole lot of excuses. It was like, Luke de Jong got injured. If he did not get injured, maybe they would have beaten them. Providence, life happens. Okay, the universe chooses to bless who the universe wants to bless, for as long as people are putting in the hard work. And I thought that they put in the shifts, they put in the hard work, they did everything they need to do, and they got the result that is commensurate to the effort that they put in. The universe always pays us based on what we put in anyway. So I think that Rangers over the last couple of years are putting everything. So for the very first time in forever, in 18 or 20 years, Scotland are going to have two teams the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. Hallelujah! I'm going to Scott my ball. Hey, when people progress, you're just going to celebrate with them and be happy with them and be joyful for their success and for their good and all that. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if you like it or you don't like it. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. Somebody said hello. Who's that person? Hello, just hello like that. Okay. Well, let's do that one. Well, if you want to join in on the conversation, you know how to do it on WhatsApp. It's 07025000069. Okay, I'm so far, sorry. 07025000069. And I like your comment on YouTube. It spurs me on. And you know, like we said, today's Thursday, we're going to experiment with this whole idea that somebody sent me a long mail and said, okay, yeah, you are not a journalist now, you're a YouTuber, we want to treat you like a YouTuber. I said, what does that mean? Okay, once every week on a Thursday, you guys are going to give me a task that I need to accomplish. But please, don't ask me to dance because I will not dance. Unless you just want me to make a fool of myself. I don't know how to dance. And you know, I have a crook leg, so it's very, very risky for me to go into a dance challenge. I'm not going to be able to do that. But I will take up any challenge. I will see how best I can do it, and then I'll upload it. Some are going to be really, really messy. Some are going to be really, really silly. Some are going to be really, really crazy. And if I know people the way they are, they like to punish people like me, okay? Because people like me always believe that I'm perfect. And in my perfection, people would want to really stress me, strain me, drag me, push me into the gutter, drag me through the mud. Okay, I'm going to buy only black clothes from now so that when you're dragging me through the mud, I can survive it. No more wearing white clothes because I know that all clothes are out now. People are ready to give me the punch like Usyk and Tyson Fury, even the Bruce Bomber. So if you're out there, I'm here. Let's start a conversation today. Give me your task. Tell me what you think you should do. We'll put it to a vote and decide in the house which of the tasks we need to do. But definitely, I would have to, accomplish any kind of task that you guys give me. And I'll see. Oscar Gallo, where is my jersey? Okay? Y'all be sitting there in Milan there and be enjoying yourself. I need my jersey. If not, I got to report to mommy. Okay, so let's come to the stories and see what you guys have. And you know how it is. Thursdays and Fridays is your show. It's not my show. So I'm not reading any story for you. I'm not telling you anything. Tell me the stories on your end or your neck of the wood that you want us to discuss. You be the presenters and I am the analyst. That's all. So bring up your stories. Tell me what you think we should talk about. What question you have. Ozed, good morning. Tell us what story you want us to sink our mouth into, and I'll see what I can do about it. Barcelona and what's the team again? Manchester City played a 3-3 draw yesterday for charity, and you've been wondering in the middle of the season why they play the game. Yes, they play for, I think, children with autistic ALS children, and it was good. It's a good cause, and I always like a good cause. Just like there's a video we uploaded on our YouTube channel about what we were doing in the community with EcoBeat. I think if you watch that video, just do us a favor by making a comment that encourages those children. And you can also share that video with people within the community. So there is EcoBeat in Lagos, there's EcoBeat in Benin. Within those two places, people who need the opportunity to learn ICT skills and they can't afford to pay for it, we have the free classes for those who cannot afford to pay. So you can share it among them. You never know, somebody's life, somebody's opportunity. You're creating an opportunity for somebody. So please do well to go to our YouTube channel, take that video and share it among people so that they hear the stories of people who benefited from the program. I mean, it's been there since 2016. People who benefited from the program, and I've been a mentor since 2017 February, and I've been working in partnership with them, and in partnership with all other partners that are making it happen. So you can go there and share it. Please, when you watch, do well to comment. Some people say, I don't like commenting on YouTube channel. Then they collect money for your hand. It's free. Do well to engage. What makes a channel grow is engagement. It's not just view. When the algorithm says that people are engaging, it grows. Don't people want this to grow? And then secondly, another good thing that has happened to us in the last 2 days, I was invited to the Google 360 UK 360 hangout, and I've been taught, educated, shown a whole lot of things that I don't know about, even the work that I'm doing. So it's a great opportunity. And yesterday, I was privileged to have the opportunity to meet a group of people who are willing to put our merchandise in the shelf. Okay, so you see what I'm wearing. This is one of our merch, but this is not how it's going to come out. A company who produces merch for some of the biggest brands in the world, LA Lakers, what's it called, Chicago Bulls, Tottenham Hotspurs, who work on marketing their merchandise, have reached out to us, and they're ready. They're somewhere. They have like offices in the UK, in the US, in Australia. They're all over the world. So a lot of the people who watch us on YouTube will say, "Oh, would like to have your merch?" And I always say, "I cannot send to you. That bridge have been built. Okay, that gap have been closed. Now you can have our merch anywhere in the world. Anywhere you are in the world, you can have our merch. We're still working on the modalities, the cost of it, and all that. We will let you know. But I'm not sure it's going to go past £30. It's not going to get up to that, but depends on where you are. But definitely, that's the new opportunity that we now have. So let's say clap for us. Making a little bit of progress. Every progress is important progress. Those are the news, the housekeeping news that I need to give to you. So let's come back to the business of sports. You be the presenter and let me be the analyst. Are you there? I'm here. Yes, Daily Man on Instagram say, hungry, no green you. Step money. I don't understand between I call. Let me go to the top because you know me, I like gossip. Like apropos. Ay, Jesus Christ. Apropos corner is the best corner to be. You will hear things that even the Holy Spirit will not reveal to you. 69 Lema, I said good morning to you. Extrovert Mendel. I just like that name. You know, I'm a fan of Howie Mendel. You know Howie Mendel, the guy that did he's a judge, he's a comedian. He's a comedian, but that's his former life, or it's still his life. And he's the guy that did the show The Mob over many years. He's a judge on American Got Talent. He's a judge on anything that I have Simon on it. Is part of it. So Howie Mendel, I fell in love with that name for a very long time. So when I saw extrovert Mendel, I'm an extrovert as well. So it just came true. Cars. Okay, so this guy, a couple of days ago, we were struck by bad generator and the rest. We needed somebody to help us. Cars _347 came to the rescue, sent us money that we don't even have, that we can't afford to pay back right now. But thank you very much, Cars. Thank you for being there for us. You said you were going to come to the studio. I'm still waiting to see you. Mr. Spines, good morning. It said good morning to you. Good morning to you. 900, good morning. I greet you. Papa Jumai, Oz, my brother. I say good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Deliman, I say good morning. One of us. Good morning to you too. And then Young Betangon, my brother. Good morning. And then we have Papa Jumai. I say good morning, Ogaida. The site is breaking this morning. That's why I switched to IG. If the site is breaking, it's not from our end. I can tell you that with all sense of authority. If it's breaking, it's your network. There's something that you have to refresh or download the mobile application at Elevator. Just download Elevator TV radio on your Android, and it will play. I'm not sure it's going to break. The website, if it's breaking, definitely not from our end. I can tell you that because this is how you know you're saying it's streaming not stop. Nothing is shaking here, so it's not from our end. Step Monday says, Money Boss, I have not slept and eat to the Coco Joshua and the since that time you never shop. You know how you play with us. Those people they don't know you. Even the people with the beat, they don't shop. What do they do you? Daily Man, I say, hungry, not agree you. Hungry, never do. He said losing is part of the game. Then when they beat people, since they're not gonna beat them. Step Monday said, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's Boo Boo and DJ Copy that caused Joshua loss. DJ Copy just say where she did for London and they do a radio show. This person just carry a stray bullet. Go meet DJ Copy, please forgive him for he don't know what he's doing. Eli Lama Sabatani. Forgive him for he don't know what he's doing right now. So don't be best. Don't send the powers of Ferrari and the powers of the $10. Who's your daddy? To my guy. My guy is angry. Maybe he bets. And he bet when they lose the penalty. The man, I say they can all bounce off those losses and do more. Nobody caused them their losses. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, but he say, let me off from here and rejoin in YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Philadelphia, I say, Money Boss. I saw Gapco last night. It wasn't exceptional, but I give him the benefit of one game, and I would need to see him again. Okay, Gakpo is a good player, but he's not a messiah. Okay, he's still a kid. It's not like, oh, Gakpo is not the savior of everybody. No, that's not what it is. Okay, so let me go to my family house. See, Lord Mayor is consistently consistent. God bless you. I salute you. Love your consistent. There's a lot of people on this YouTube that are very, very consistent. A lot. Dulu Ramileko is one of them. Lord Mayor is one of them. Is it Patrick? You guys are fantastic. You guys make it easy for me to say, call myself a YouTuber. But I want you guys to help me be the disciple and preach more. 12 to 72, 72 to 5,000, 5,000 to 5 million, 5 million to, hey, I was acting that Picker and the Breton doing what we normally do, trying to take over the world. We will take over the world, right? Okay, from Nigeria to the world. Stepmonic, he said, Elevator, please. Do you have any news about Leon Balogun? Has he found the club? No, he's not found the club. He's still resting. He's contemplating whether he still wants to push his body through the stress of playing football, or he just wants to retire quietly and rest. After all, he's not hungry. Okay. Lord Mayor Sebas, do you feel Leicester City will allow Fofana go now? Rogers have sent him to the under 23. Obviously, the process of letting him go is what they are in right now. What they want is they just know that Chelsea are desperate and they want to squeeze as much water out of this lemon rock as possible. For me, Fofana is already gone. That's why I say Fofana is already gone. He might not get up to the 80, he might get up to the 80 or even get more. What they are doing is they're trying to create an auction, but unfortunately nobody's buying. They know that Manchester United still needs another central defender. Now that Harry Maguire are beginning to look like he's going. So maybe they were hoping that Manchester United will jump into the conversation, or probably Juventus will jump into the conversation, because those are players, those are clubs that need some more players. But unfortunately, that's not happening. Eventually, my people will talk to your people will understand, and then player and money will exchange hand, and then his power must change hand or go to Mountain of the Lord, Mountain of Fire, and then they will shout hallelujah 7 times or whatever they do, and the transfer deal is done. This shouldn't surprise you. They're just dragging it to go down the wire and squeeze every last couple out of Chelsea, knowing fully well that the new Chelsea owner have money, and this is their best chance to collect money from them. I mean, it is what it is. There's no big deal. Leicester know how to sell players for big money. Harry Maguire, 80 million, Mahrez, N'Golo Kante. You know, they know how to sell players and make money out of it. It's good. If you don't know how to win titles that much, you should know how to make money out of transfer. That's why I don't like Arsene Wenger back in the day anyway. But in that ways, I think the deal is going to happen. Cars_347 will say, what's your take about Isak to Newcastle? I think that is waste of money. 60 million pounds for Isak to Newcastle is waste of money. Newcastle, I remember when we were in the spaces with Bamija and the rest some time ago, they were talking about what's it called, Newcastle, you know, trying to spend money less, trying to manage their expectation. Now, all of a sudden, last minute, they're spending this kind of money. I'm not saying Isak is not a good player, but Isak, from a coaching perspective, let me speak like a coach now. When I look at Isak is a bit slow. It's not kind of slow, because if you want to be slow like Kanawako, you better come with the skills and the techniques of Kanawako. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that. He's a bit slow. The Premier League is faster, right? They won't give you that much time to turn around unless he's playing against Virgil van Dijk, who gives Sancho the time to turn from a Ferrari car to a 600 wheelers truck. But unfortunately, the Premier League defenders are very, very fast. They won't give him that time. It's not all that. It's not a 60 million pounds player. It's a 30 million pounds player that when you sign him on and he doesn't deliver, you say, okay, 30 million pounds will give him time to settle in. But with the 60 million pounds, people expect him to hit the ground running. It's not. I'm not sure it's going to hit the ground running. He's obviously going to score 1 year, score 2 there, but it's not Callum Wilson. And if you put a 60 million pounds on a player that is not Callum Wilson, what really are you really doing? It's not Joelinton. Unfortunately, as well, for Newcastle, most of their frontliners are not scoring goals. So they are in a desperate place where they need to sign. But what I think they've not done properly as well is not having creative nerves in the midfield to really create the goals. Come on. Joe Willock, they gave us that free money. As far as I'm concerned, that signing of Joe Willock. Who's Joe Willock? Joe Willock should be playing for Championship club, not Premiership club. And if you have a club that have the kind of money that Newcastle have, Joe Willock is not the kind of guy you want to put in your creative team, because when he stands up against Kevin De Bruyne, stands up against even other guys, stands up against the guys at Manchester United, Liverpool, or probably even West Ham, Coutinho and the rest of them, you'd be like, who the hell is Joe Willock? Okay, so they really don't have the creative powers in their midfield to drag out the opposition's team so that you can set these guys free. So looking at the strikers that they have, they are good. I can't say that Isak is way better than Saint what's it called, Saint Maxima, whatever. Yeah, it's not. So 60 million pounds, hey, that's so much quid for a player that I think is just there. Remember when they said Arsenal should go and buy him as a replacement for Aubameyang? Between that time and the end of the season, he scored only 2 goals. He started the season, I scored 1 lucky goal against Barcelona. Let's see how it goes in the whole move to Newcastle and see if it's worth that money. But the highest I'll pay for Isaac is 30 million. If not 20 million, is good. Saviki, what is your take on Chelsea 20 million bid for Oba? Fair for both parties? Yes, no, Chelsea have not put 20 million. Chelsea put 20 million pounds on the table and they will take it. Because as it is right now, Barcelona are saying they want 30 million euros. Okay, 30 million euros. That's funny anyway. But hey, it's a player, he signed a contract, so they would. But for a player you got for free, I think they're asking for too much. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see. It's Chelsea that is desperate. Barcelona have not come out to tell anybody they're desperate. And then Barcelona also want to squeeze every money out of anywhere, looking like Frenkie de Jong is not going to go anymore, so that they can save themselves all the financial problems that they are in. For a season, Aubameyang is good, but Aubameyang is not redemption. Aubameyang is not redemption. If it's a stopgap solution, well, no big deal about it. But looking at going forward, but then again, you look at the Chelsea forward line, you tell yourself that Chelsea really do not have attacking competition. Apart from Kai Havertz, there's no other person that is there. Kai Havertz looks very, very small, like midfielder. So, yeah, you just have to say, okay, bring in Aubameyang as a desperate transfer, not as a like Igbo people will say, lay Messiah. No, it's not that guy. It's not the Messiah. It's not the Jesus, but it could just be the John the Baptist. That's the way I say it. Aubameyang, I mean, it's got a good relationship with Thomas Tuchel, so they can ride and get result. Lex says, good morning, boss. Pedro Neto to Arsenal. If he walk is good. We'll play on that right side and give Bukayo Saka some competition. He moves well. His footwork is good. His ball control is good. He's got speed. He's got pace on him, and he can also track back. There's nothing wrong with him going to Arsenal, but I don't know if Arsenal can make it happen because Arsenal are, working within the edge on the fine line of getting into that problem with financial fair play. They put them on among 20 clubs that UEFA is looking at. But I think they should make a bold step and say to themselves, you know what, whatever happens here, we're going to go all out because we know we're going to make it to the top 4, especially with all the other teams in the league also not really having a blistering start of the season. If Arsenal keep blowing it, I pray that the cost of the manager of the month doesn't also come in and affect Arsenal and, things go wrong. Because once you get the manager of the month, you start losing. It's the manager of the month that also cost Nuno Espirito Santo's job last season, remember? So you put all that into the equation and say to yourself, if Arsenal keep winning the games that are ahead of them, there are only 2 games that are really, really tricky. The Tottenham Hotspur game and then the Manchester United game. The other games they can afford to win. And if you look at the result of the other teams that are not really doing too well, when Arsenal eventually go and drop points, they might not be far off the pace. What I just think that Arsenal should do is, pending when things go wrong, when they go to that World Cup, if Arsenal can be in the first and second position when the World Cup break comes in, then they'll come back from the World Cup and know that, okay, they can fight for whatever position they want to fight for. I think that if they get Neto is good. Neto because they need a lot more bodies in the squad, and definitely, Nicolas Ayas Pepe is going to leave. So if he leaves, even if he's around, he's not going to help the team. So you need somebody like Neto to help. But then again, they could get any other person. I'm not really a need of Gapco kind of guy, but if you get him in because of his pace and his crosses are very good, fine. Because Gabriel Jesus seems to be a very perfect fit in that center. He knows how to run, he knows where to position himself. He can receive passes from anybody, and he can score from anywhere, any type of goal. He can score the scruffy one, he can score the classy one, he can, the drag goals. So if you have a Gapco, someone like Gapco is good, but I think I like Neto because he doesn't need any adjustment. He's played the Premier League, he understands Premier League, and what Wolves play is similar. Wolves play from the back, they play is similar, a Portuguese version of tiki-taka, so it's kind of like, something easy to adapt into. It will work very well, very well. Afiz Lawan, so say good morning, boss. What of Fofana to Chelsea? I've discussed that already. I don't think I want to go back there anymore, sorry. So let's go to London. Boss, do you feel Leicester City? Okay, I've answered that question. That's when I did tackle this Fofana issue. Olatuji Manuel, say good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Please, what's the matrix for shots on target that makes a woodwork, not a shot on target. So if you hit the woodwork, you actually have not hit the target, because the target is within the frame of the woodwork. Anything outside of that frame, the inside frame. So let me show you. If you're watching on this YouTube now, this is the woodwork. Where my hand is the woodwork. That's why you can't see my hand. My hand is here. I'm on the shot. I'm within the shot. So, but if you like, you want to take a passport, you know, the only time you let your ear show. Like you want to take a passport for visa, say let your ear show. So imagine you take that passport and you show side like this. It is considered a void passport. So that's how the frame of the goal is designed, because there is a technology within that goal that reads those your shots. If it hits the bar, the technology cannot capture it. So it means you've not hit the shot on target. Just the same way, if you play a penalty and you hit the woodwork and the ball goes out, it's shot off target. So it's the same matrix that they use to do it. So you've got to be inside within the frame to be considered a shot on target. And then he went further on with a B question. He said, and who do you prefer United sign between Gakpo and Antony, and why? I think for United, Antony would be better. Now, Antony's worked with Eric Ten Hag at Ajax. They both know each other. They understand each other. Right now, Eric Ten Hag does not need players that he would need to introduce himself to, that we need to, explain his philosophy to. He needs players that will come in and add value to the players that he's already got, because the more of his kind of player he gets, the easier it will be for him to be able to push out those ones that are not his kind of player. Don't forget that Manchester United have a league of all nations. There's Casemiro coming with the mentality of working with a senior coach like Carlo Ancelotti. He's a senior player. He's a Brazilian player as well. He's coming in. He's going to take some time to ease in. He's not the kind of guy you want to hurry into the action. He's the kind of guy that you do foreplay. He's not a quickie kind of guy. You're going to have to do a whole lot of foreplay and so if you want to bring in another person in, you need to ease that person in with understanding that, guy, you're my buddy. And then the dressing room also needs to understand that, oh, coach boy, it's not plenty for you. We have to behave ourselves, that kind of thing. So the two players are good, but then again, I would obviously take a Brazilian player over a Dutch player, because Dutch players, some of them, especially the younger ones, they struggle to play aside of Holland. Okay, especially the young ones. Gakpo is young. No, Gakpo has been at Arsenal Academy before, but it's a no-brainer. Work with a coach that you know, that you understand. It makes the job easier. They say we don't have to be friends to work, but if we are friends, the work will be easier and better. So that's it. Lambert said transfer now is all about Man U and Chelsea. But I like Newcastle signing. It shows that the club is building something. I agree with you. It's just that with the kind of money that they have, they should be building fast. They should be building, like, really, really building fast. I don't think they are in the pace or they are in the race where I want them to be. Odoni Remileko, I said, finished watching the All or Nothing Arsenal a few days ago. Enjoy every beat. I hope just maybe one day we will get to know Oba's side of the story. There's no side to the story. That side you've gotten is enough. Unless you're looking for a proposal, Oba does not have any side of the story to tell. Oba came late to team meeting. That's a fact. There's no side to that story. Oba was given permission to go and see parents. He came back late. That's the story. If there's any other thing you want to learn, that's your own business. Oba is gone. It's gone. Oba is Oba. We don't want to know any side of the story. You've enjoyed the All or Nothing. Let it end there. Oba wants to do his own story too. He would do like we saw Faneka. But it doesn't change the fact that he came late. If he had his own reason for coming late and he didn't communicate it properly, then there's a problem. I have staff that work with me and they ask for permission. My producer, for instance, asked for permission to go deal with family issues. I said, I'm coming back today. If he doesn't come back in 2 days' time, right, and he doesn't communicate me that this is the reason why I'm not coming back, then I am at my disposal to fire him. And then he goes, oh, I have my side and I had an accident and I couldn't call. That's a business. You need to communicate to me. Okay? So communication is key. But let's move past that one and see. Don't you remember, I say, boss, now today be the challenge. Yeah, we start, like you start putting the challenge now, telling me what you think I should do, and then I'll do it. But don't tell me to go and hug transformer. Because some people, or don't tell me to go and walk on the street naked. I just tell her, you got some challenge on, I will tell me, I will just send Thunder. Thunder is my best buddy. We went to school together. I just tell her, I just sent Thunder. You know where you live. Okay, I just tell her that I get choice for this matter. Make I give you my own. Okay, go ahead. Lord Mayor, how can I watch the Arsenal? Jesus Christ. Please, nigga, please go and subscribe to Amazon Prime. Are you hiding under the rock? What's wrong with you? Look back at Bamidele. He said, good morning from UAE. When I call UAE, all of them, when they stay UAE soon, I avoid me like I be play go. I said, I won't come back on that money. I never get the money for the UAE safe. When I did that, they suffer. And they dodge me. All them go, they dodge, they go shopping mall, they go use Wi-Fi. God will catch people. ITG, he said, much regard, boss. Regards to you too. Chika Adigwe, he said, good morning, boss. Where are the conversation that we're supposed to be having? Nice to hear that news of Nicolas Pepe heading to Nice on a season-long loan. They should permanently deal, or we should dash them. But disappointed with the no buy option. Don't worry, somebody else will buy him. He will play well. He will try to rescue himself, rescue his career. He will play well. God will help him. I have even sent Thunder and SMS to help him to play well. Every bad shot he plays should go to the goal. Let everyone mock Arsenal. Arsenal made a mistake. No problem. But let somebody buy him. Let him just get out of our neck. Okay? You know those bad assets that want to come and take husband from Madame. Madame is a prayer warrior. And the God of Madame hits Asset with what kind of sickness like that she needs to go to the village to go and treat. Madame just give her transport as she go. As I say, I may not come again. We're not use Asset again. We have stopped using Asset. Now the Lord has spoken to us that as a wife, I should be responsible for cooking in my kitchen. You know, that kind of thing. Lord Mayor, he said, but make una pray for us because of typhoon. Won't finish us. So we did not cease. It shall get natural disaster. Come back home. We get Buhari. We have natural disaster. We have Buhari. And then we have a local. You have to choose. See, you have to choose your adversity. Is it natural disaster you want to have? Or you want to have ashwayu from top to bottom? Or you will eat agbado, cassava? Is it beans? Whatever you want to choose your own adversity and choose it well. People Jesus said, problem will always be with you, always. And they put to that one. So I will go pray for you, Sha, but you to pray for us because we also have our own adversity here. What would they face? This natural disaster, it was. Olugbenga Bamidele said, I want to ask a question. Can Chan Eagles beat Ghana home-based team? You don't say this question. This question is a trap. This question is a trap. But I'm saying the trap already. You don't say me, I'll not be a Jebota rat. I'm already seeing the trap in this question. So let me answer the question based on the question, the way you ask it. Can is the action word here. Can Chan Eagles? They can. If they show up on the day of the match, they prepared, they give it their all, they can. Can Ghana also beat them? Yes. So any side can beat anybody based on your question. But let's wait and see. Timothy Daimbo, he said, I think Newcastle aren't bothered about the fee because the money within their hand, it is huge, something huge. Oil money, that's what they have. Timothy Daimbo, he said, Virgil van Dijk just collect. Lord Mayor, he said, Arsenal have tough fixtures by October, but we gonna go through for sure. You did Asia, you speak, we gonna go through. I mean, the issue for that Asia natural disaster don't float to go America when we gonna go through. Okay. Timothy Daimbo said even Chinedu Udoji of blessed memory would do what Virgil van Dijk did on Monday. That's true. But Chinedu Udoji do some lago that year. Well, let's leave it there. Tosin David, he said, I want to work with you. Where do you stay? That's one. What can you do? That's two. And then drop it on the comment section. Let's follow up on that one. If it is something doable, we will do it. And in this company, we have a standard law. Nobody other amateur though. If you have it, please stay in your stay. Be coming down in your day. I'm not saying you have it too, but just to be forewarned is to be foreharmed. As I came and you not start dragging me on social media that he was arrogant, he was pompous. Let me just be pompous and arrogant now and tell you. The Olaiwaju will say Oba with his usual style, the same with when he wanted to move to Arsenal abandoned. We know him that is nothing changed. If you marry a man that likes to go to club, now come marry, you call the verse sitting in the day house for night. You are the problem, he is not the problem, he's just living his natural life. Okay. Apajima said, no one is talking about the mental torture Cristiano Ronaldo will be going through every other night. Messi is playing Champions League. I just imagine how higher his BP would be. CR7 mental health matters. Get out of this place. If mental health matters, you should go and retire. What's wrong? What is struggling you? Mental health. If they give you mental health problem and you're earning the salary you're earning, make all of us get mental health. I beg. What mental health is worse to have a president that is top to bottom and the fear that Agbado is going to be your next president. Our mental health never matter. You talk of Cristiano Ronaldo, we get everything. I might because be my rating and maybe Jade. That's that one. So I think he said, bros, you can't just fire him like that. This is a one-man business, Nigerian way. You need to serve him a query for an explanation of his action. Then you can decide the punitive measure. Okay. See this Mumu Victor, because you're my friend now, you over familiarity, they worry you. Let me explain to you how one-man business in Europe they work. Jesus Gil, the former owner of Atletico Madrid, hired a coach in the morning. I fired him in the evening. It's not a one-man business. A player, Hernandez, who now plays for Bayern Munich, was signed by a club. And then they brought a tweet that he made 3 years ago. And they canceled his contract immediately. Kevin Hart have a contract to be the host of the Oscars. Mumu, I'll talk to you because my friend, I'll call you out. Since you're facing a black man Nigerian team, anything we no good in Nigeria. Was given the contract to host the Oscars. Some clown out of nowhere brought a tweet from 10 years ago and they canceled it. So what are you saying? Are you really talking? You really want to have this conversation with me? Victor, if I slap you there, that your big belly, you go flat. So let's back. You come on from my front. Come on, tell me how to run my business. She na the query I need buy for me, Abi. Or the content we need to do. If you don't do, not be you go sit and say if not feel do the work again. Are you? Because Shifty, I say, bros, let me help you with that Chan Eagles answer as capital no. The same Nigerian clubs that get beaten by a club from Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and the rest. I beg. Nigerian club no balance. Okay, let's see. Me, I like the way everybody have their opinion. Victor, I don't see Newcastle having a concrete plan to contest for the Big Four. I think we are the ones assuming that based on the money available to them. Use Chelsea and Jose Revolution as example. Okay, I agree with you on that one. But if somebody have that kind of money, are you supposed to be expecting them to be the bottom or top? Unless they have that kind of money and their owner is worried. Okay, Daily Manor is as in Agbado plus cassava. My biggest mental health issue be that. My people talk of Cristiano Ronaldo mental health issue. I'm going to say good morning, Mr. Idafi. Thank you very much. You give me my full government name. Which coach will you work under if you are still active? Is it dogmatism or adaptability? Now, English you speak. So you too, they go church. And I church English. Be from Ososa. Let me tell you, every coach adapts. Every coach is dogmatic. Every coach in the world. First off, you must make yourself teachable. You see, most of them way they want to analyze all these coaches. So if they put on to be admin for WhatsApp group, when I don't go take people nonsense. Just WhatsApp group for job when they pay you money. When I don't go take people nonsense. But when I want to talk about coaches, in coaching is not a democracy. Coaching is a military. It's hardline. The coach's word is law. You stay and you abide by the coach's word, because the reason why they make him a coach is because he knows more than you. He brings in the training that will make you stay in the game, and he also reads the opposition. You have a team that reads the opposition and tell you what to do to win games. So you need the coach just as much as the coach needs you. As a player, I've played under different types of coaches. Coaches who like me, coaches who put their hand on my shoulder and tell me, you're my guy, I like you. After we play game, they come into the house, sit down, we'll eat, we'll have conversation, we'll talk about my fellow teammates. I've also played under a coach who don't like me. Like, if you see me, you want from it. You see me in the vest. I'm like, say, for a former life, I mean, snatch your babe, or I mean, take your wife. Or you do DNA test, come find and say, all the 3 children when they spend 100 years training, they are my children. But you've got to be able to play football. It's a career. Well, let's even leave coach. I worked in a place for 13 years. I work with people who openly let me know that they don't like me. And I don't give a hoot about whether you like me or not. I'm here to hustle. I'm here to do my job. It's not a big deal. All those talk. It's this social media generation that are saying that. If you see Amokashi, John and they listen to Amokashi for one show, the Boo speak. Ask him. The coach, the former coach of Everton, his name is Joe Roy, told him straight to his face, I don't like you. Like, I don't like you. And the coach went out on the press and would say, I don't like black people, black players. Everton used to be a club that doesn't have tolerance for black people. Have you forgotten how Ibrahim Bakayoko cried and terminated his contract and ran out of Everton? So it's not about coaches liking you. It's about what you bring to the table. One question I ask a player when they say the coach don't like me, I say you, the way you behave, you like yourself. If you are a coach, can you manage yourself? The way you behave, do you like yourself? So it's not about whether a coach like you or not. You didn't sign a contract for a coach to like you. You're not working in a company for people to like you, you know. And like I always say, we don't have to be friends to work together. But being friends makes the work go well, smooth and easy. But that said, I have a job to do. I will do it. Okay. I worked with people I worked with people who took a bet. Like, I will not last on this job for 6 months. 6 months. So what are you saying? Leave all this talk. This generation are too soft. Want everybody to be nice to you. Niceness. I mean, why you're not nice to yourself? You're not healthy. You're not eating healthy. You don't sleep well. You don't do exercise. You don't do proper checkup. But you want everybody to be nice to you. How can you be nice to somebody who is on a suicide mission? Bros, let's look at some other stories and move on. I beg. Antony say, boss, do a video of you jogging. I can't. I have a bad knee. I can't. That's not an assignment. Leave that challenge. Don't come and be bringing something that would send me to hospital. I'm going to spend 6 million to operate on my leg again. You're going to football in the tire now. Everything football. Go, if you find people that do juggling, go to YouTube. Do something outside of football. No football challenge. No, give me any football challenge. I'm not doing it. Well, let's talk about the transfer rumors, everything that is on the ground, and let's raise it from ground to the top. Let's not do top to bottom today. All right, Newcastle United have made a club record £60 million bid for Real Sociedad 22-year-old Sweden striker Alexander Isak. I must say that this Alexander Isak have a fantastic media team. I wish people like them, Paul Onuachu, them Siridesas, and the rest of them have as good a media team as Isak. Isak have been on the lips of everybody since he was 18. And between that time and now, to shock you, he's not scored 100 goals. But anyhow you look at, anytime they mention this guy, you almost think that, go change the stuff. You almost think that, oh, this guy is the guy, the next Ronaldo, the next Messi. You know, everybody just kind of like thinking, oh, he's the guy. I'm not against him. But what I'm just saying is, it's not all that. It's not all that, hey, if you see Isak will just change the world. No. But I like his team. Whoever his media team is, whoever is doing his campaign, whoever is pushing for him, they are doing excellently well. Because, I mean, since he started playing from AIK, whatever, this guy has not scored 20 goals in a season. Highest he's ever scored was in the 2020-2021 season, you know, where he scored 17 goals in all competition. Before then, you know, he scored 14, 16, 17, 10, and last season he scored only 1 goal. Okay? So last season he scored 10 goals. This season he scored only 1 goal already. If you look at the way he's being marketed, the way he's being branded, the way he's being pushed, you almost think that this is the guy who give you 25, 30 goals every season. But he's not. And that's very, very good for his media team. He's practically played everywhere. He's played in Sweden. He's played in Borussia Dortmund. He's played in Holland on loan. He's played in Real Sociedad for God knows how long, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is his 5th season. It's about to leave. So if you look at it carefully, 77 goals in the last 2016 up until now. That's incredible marketing. But when you hear the name, you almost think that this guy is as sharp as Ronaldo da Lima when he was at that age. But unfortunately, he's not. Well, let's see what you guys have got to say on Instagram. Churchboy HQ say, bros, you never change your same radio way of shaking table. If I change, you will call your call watch me. Is it not the thing you fall in love with? Okay. Ijma, he said, talk about Chelsea transfer, please. Chelsea don't get money to transfer anybody. Don't talk about which transfer. Who be Chelsea? Who Chelsea? Leave Chelsea, man. I go plant cocoyam for bush. Somebody there, they hide me. Somebody there, they look like if you spit fire like dragon for me. Ooh, you are not a dragon. Go away. Saviki, even our working environment, some line manager will tell you, I don't like you. Yeah, people don't need to like you. Okay, people, I don't know who they teach people say for where they work, they need to like them more. He said, but they can't do anything about it because they also see your impact on the team and the work. That's it. And people told me, somebody asked somebody one time over work. I said, why do you wait? What is it that you don't like about me? He said, I don't like the fact that you make all of us look bad. I said, how? He said, because you don't come late. Your work is every time we're having meeting with the boss at the top, your name is always on the conversation. I said, that's why you don't like me? That's okay. Somebody told me once that I don't like it because you're always winning on hard tackle. Okay, now. I've met fans. I've gone to fans event before somebody tells me what I don't like about you is that you always win every argument and your predictions are always right. Sometimes just get it wrong so that we can drag you. So you can't fall for that. You understand? Some does look like a giant, but then it also defines the way the world works. So you can't be playing football and be saying somebody like you or somebody does not like you. Now work, you call work to feed your family, to create a better life for yourself. Boss, what is the Champions League draws? It's 5 p.m. today. Just relax, 5 p.m. Oh, very, very odd time on 5 p.m. today. They change our UEFA. It's ready for the draws. Everybody's praying. Pray who do you want to your team? And I know that I'll be in this studio and I will talk about it live 5 p.m. today. If you don't like who, when I join me, when I like, and I don't join me, then I know. But we'll go there. We'll talk about that. Let's talk about the Magpies. The Magpies could eventually pay in excess of £60 million for Isak. Jesus Christ, this player is not worth this money. But hey, they say Fofana is 85 million, so why not pay that for Isak? Fofana will never play 2.5 games. Okay, Chelsea may move for Manchester United and my womb have shifted. I said this 3 weeks ago. People said I was mocking them. Now it's in the news. So allow me to laugh. Allow me to laugh my laugh jejely. Okay? But let me take the news again. Chelsea may move for Manchester United and England defender Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is 29 years old, if you don't know. If they are unable to sign French centre back Wesley Fofana. How do you go from President Obama to Donald Trump? How do you go from Goodluck Jonathan to top to bottom? That's exactly what they are doing. The one is crazy. Like everybody is doing some funny, insidious things that you don't think that any normal human being can do. Even if they are planning to do this, it shouldn't be in the news. They should just shamefully do it. The way as a man will go and sign, we'll be telling everybody we want to sign Macalessian, we want to bring in Gonzalo Higuain, and then in the night you will go to sleep. By the time you wake up in the next morning, Silvestri is not a player. Peter Cech, we don't retire. It's not goalkeeper. Those are the kind of things you do. But to have it in the frontline news like this is sad. Okay. Ajax are holding out for 84 million for 22-year-old Brazil winger Antony, who is determined to push through a move to Manchester United. His representative are staying in England and get the deal done. That's according to the Daily Telegraph. Antony handed in a transfer request on Wednesday in order to make his desire to leave official. Okay, Liverpool have made an offer to Barcelona for 25-year-old Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong. Yeah. You can see what I'm saying. Oh, Frenkie to Liverpool. Are they willing to pay money now? I thought it's telling Liverpool don't spend money. Okay. The people will be say their papa leave inheritance for tell us we'll be offered. Say we don't sabi work. Okay, now government don't come build express road past where the inheritance there now. Oh yeah, wanna show work, I have like laughing today, please. Let's just have fun, please. Liverpool made an offer for Barcelona 25-year-old Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong. Okay, let's see what comes out of it. They never add any story to that. Just leave it like that. West Ham have had a 50 million euros, 42.2 million pounds bid for 24-year-old Brazilian midfielder Lucas Paqueta, rejected by Lyon. And the player also said he doesn't want to play for West Ham. Why? Of all clubs in this world, West Ham, that looks like they're going on relegation. What happened to Arsenal? If Arsenal are not coming, I'm not going anywhere. I will run down my contract. Arsenal are not expected to move for Paqueta. Despite reports, they are interested. Yeah, we're interested, but look at money would have. If you don't have the money to live your dream, you have to have the money to eat the food that is on the table. My people, that's what the life does be. It's Arsenal way. West Ham have been offered the chance to sign Arsenal and England midfielder Ashley Maitland. Nice, that's their level. They should sign it gladly in the closing weeks of the transfer window. Southampton and Bournemouth are also discussing a possible deal for Maitland Nice, with Arsenal potentially open to a loan move with an option to buy. Manchester United have held talks with Newcastle United over the signing of Slovakia goalkeeper Martin Dubravka. Okay, let's see. He's 33 years of age. That's where Manchester United are going now. But the Chelsea one is funny. Harry Maguire for Chelsea. It's life, sha. The clubs are yet to reach an agreement, but Manchester United have submitted a loan offer for Dubravka, according to The Athletic. Manchester City Chief Executive Ferran Soriano has ruled out the possibility of Portugal midfielder Bernardo Silva, 28, leaving the club this summer. Can do that change, please. So we see how this goes. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola says it is true that Bernardo Silva really likes FC Barcelona, but you ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere because we can't even stop now. We ain't bad boys for life. Tottenham midfielder Harry Winks, the guy that winks, okay, is attracting interest for Sampdoria, but the 26-year-old England international would prefer to stay in the Premier League. Ajax 20-year-old Dutch striker Brian Brobby says he rejected the chance of joining Manchester United after his former boss Eric Ten Hag sent him a message. Okay, Aston Villa have lowered their asking price for defender Frédéric Goubert, okay, as they look to sell the 27-year-old Frenchman. Nottingham Forest are interested in signing Ivory Coast centre-back Sergio Aurier. That's a right-back, sorry. Ivory Coast right-back Sergio Aurier, 29, who is available on a free transfer after leaving Villarreal. Chelsea's 21-year-old England midfielder Callum Hudson-Odoi is set to join Bayer Leverkusen on loan. RB Leipzig are interested in signing Chelsea's England defender Trevor Chalobah on loan, with Aston Villa, Inter Milan, Roma, and Tottenham also keen on the 23-year-old. He's a good player anyway, but he doesn't get playing time. Everton are in discussion with Manchester United over a move for 21-year-old English midfielder James Garner. And finally, on the transfer table, Everton have launched a formal move for Blackburn Rovers striker Ben Brereton Diaz, and are understood to be prepared to pay £12 million for 23-year-old Chilean international. Okay, so let's sit here and have a conversation around all your messages and the rest before I leave. I got 4 more minutes, but I can throw in butter. I can throw in a little bit of 15 minutes on top of the show so that we get a few of your messages, and we'll see how it goes. Don't forget, I'll be in the studio from 5, and I'll be streaming it as well, talking about the draws. I'm telling you who is jumping into which group, what's happening where, how it is going on, what is the, all of the talk about it. All right, Lord Mayor said, boss, if Nigeria gets Iberi Chieze, not available, and the Wobi for midfield, would Nigeria creativity be in the midfield be better? We have Joe Aribo, and it will be already. Is there a problem? What's Iberi Chieze coming to do? Iberi Chieze go down and play 1.5 good game, and now you guys think he's a superstar. Is that not how you say Redesas is the next god? He will come and score 200 goals for us. See, well, let's first of all mold the team out of what we have, and then we'll move on. We're too quick to want whatever we see out there. We just want them. No, we have enough players. Let's work with this ones first and move on. We don't need a very change right now. Players should be begging to play for a national team. I don't know how a national team got to the point where now we need a better player to play for us. No. I know that people talk about the ones that went to go and sleep in the airports. Somebody sent me a message that you're not talking about those people. No, I don't, because there's nothing to discuss. I spent my time in traffic yesterday going to school, and I was hearing when I inside my Uber, I was hearing different radio stations call some ignorant clowns, talk about the whole situation. Some said you said presidential jet to go and pick them. Some said that the sports minister. I'm not a fan of Sunday Dario, but I'm not going to hang a man for something that is not his fault. that if Sunday Daddy have used the money for their visa, their entry visa, to go and carry women. Some people just know how to talk anyhow. I was like, so who be this one? The guy was on 91.3 and they were letting him talk. I just listen like, what kind of clown are all these? Who give these people access to radio to be interviewed? I can't interview this kind of person on my radio station. I don't feel. See, I don't want people to come and be talking rubbish. I go quick shot for you. If you don't have an idea, you're not informed. Seek information before you talk. If I ask you some questions, say, I don't have an idea about this thing. How it happens? Okay, so missing of your connection flight if you travel is something that happens to everybody. And if you're taking a connection flight, you do not have the right to just walk into a country. You say, man, they go put there for hotel. If you don't put there for hotel for talking, they're wrong. What do you want to talk? We'll come to discuss human trafficking. It does not make sense. You miss a connecting flight, you're going to stay in the airport. If you want to snap pictures and show yourself publicly, that's your business. Embarrass yourself. Okay? Not be everything that they shame for. Some people needs to be even informed and educated. People who travel miss connecting flights like every single day. If you're on my Instagram, there's a picture that I posted of people's missing luggages. Like when we were going to Brazil, Chidozie Okoroji was practically clothless, asking the South Africa airline that carried us from Nigeria to South Africa, and South Africa to Sao Paulo, his luggage got missing. Practically I had to share my clothes with him, and then he bought clothes as we go. Till today, I think they gave him money, $1,000 something, but I don't know. But the point is, if that was a national thing, I would say, blame the NFF, blame the sports minister. Sometimes we should just shut up. If you don't have an idea of something, don't call it into a radio station and begin to say nonsense. Because part of what messes this country up is the ignorance of everybody. And everybody who always think that they know what they don't know about. Okay, so we'll go to a tournament. This is how it works. FIFA are the ones that will book you out. They book you out, they put you connecting flight from where to here. Now, when they book you on those flights, you don't control how the flight will go. Something might happen due to operational problem that will make a flight that's supposed to leave by 7 o'clock, leave by 9 o'clock. That 2 hours gap, plus whatever happened in the air that delays or fasten your flight, might affect the next flight that you want to connect with. They are not going to wait for you. They have their own operational time. They will take off. By the time you reach there, you don't meet your flight. The arrangement will be done for another flight to take you. And these arrangements are not done like, hey, hello, James, where are you? Go and take these people and bring them back. No, it doesn't work like that. Even if you want to send a presidential jet into another person's airspace, you need all the approval, all the permit, and the rest to do it. But when people come on radio and they say some things that they sound like, wait, at what point did somebody pay school fees for this war and this person still don't get sense? Plus the sense, where the brain where God give her, the school fees they paid, the life that the person have lived, and the person is claiming that he has traveled over 50 countries. I was like, are you sure? All right, Sha. You don't know when I'll buy. You know, but hey, that's life. Nothing happened that has not happened before, and there's nothing. Not every time something happens, you blame people. Somebody called me and said, the team lost to Holland. Who's to blame? I said, well, we're winning people in the group stage. Who did we blame in the other countries? Must we always blame people? Must we always look for fault? Sometimes the universe is happening. It's happening very, very fast. And things changes way, way, way more than you expect them to happen. Right? So I hope we know all that and we move in that direction instead of playing the blame game. We get excited, and I understand. I mean, I was in the system for long before I set up my own space, so I won't pretend like I don't know. Media, as we operate in Nigeria, are taught us and program and condition our mind that everything must have somebody you will blame, right? I understand. Add that to religion again, where if anything happened to you, you're not responsible. The devil is responsible for the bad. God is responsible for the good. I understand all that. But see, cognitive reasoning, have your own sense and look at these things and say, but this does not make sense. Now, this kind of argument that you guys are having does not make sense. This is not the right position. I mean, everything that they blame president. I don't have to be a fan of Buhari or Amaju or the minister to understand that this will not get anything to do with them. This is airline thing. We're not the owners of the plane. And they have their own operational issues. It happens. Life happens. Then you have to manage the situation. They're blaming people and they're sleeping in the airport. You're not going to sleep at the airport before. If you're not going to visit to enter the country, you have to go enter the country. If rain they fall, somebody in the waka pass, you can't start for your veranda. You're going to okay, come and enter my house, go to my bedroom and go and sleep because you're a good Samaritan. Is that how the whole world now operates? Now, well done. As I don't get money from my bank account, so I bet Mona send $200 million into my bank account. I don't say when I need. Because shifting, if the talk of people stranded in hotel, they'll find a way home. Lord Mayor, boss in Nigeria. No, I think I said that one. Lord Mayor said, I think the next friendly match, England coach will give him a call up. He has improved under Patrick Vieira. May God let them call him up. From last season to now. And he said, after all the loss by our national team to Tunisia, to Ghana, by the Eagles, lost by the Falcons and the Falconets in the World Cup, I went on YouTube to search how to build a defensive team. Do Niger coach do such? So if you went on YouTube and you see it, when you're done seeing it, did you also went on YouTube to factor the kind of players that you can use to break down a defensive team? Because theory knowledge does not have potholes. So if you want to say, how do I drive from here to Abuja? Say, you just pass now, you just pass through Nigeria, you just drive to Abuja. But it does not, in that state, even it doesn't factor in all the potholes, the checkpoint, the possible bandits and kidnapping that is on the road. So going on YouTube, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But my brother, does it also factor human factors into this conversation? Mario, what can I Mario? Mario Antony, I say, God no go let Chelsea sign Maguire. He said, God no go let Chelsea sign Maguire because which guy can sign him with that? And I must sign them in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Empower Chelsea to say. People used to pray like that in church. I see somebody pray like, in the name of Jesus, I give you unction to pass exam. And I sit down near the person when they pray. I was like, you go fail. You go fail. I said, F9 how you get. There's no unction to pass exam. You read, you study, you understand, you read, and you pass exam. God does not give unction to pass exam. Johnny Gavai said, Manchester United on the 2022-2023 Premier League. It's my turn. Hey, bros, you came late to this is like my shareholder. Johnny Gavai is my shareholder. Johnny Gavai, I've discovered how to do this hoodie and send to anybody anywhere in the world. Very soon I'm going to be demanding for your postal address. And one hoodie, one very fine red or blue or ash color hoodie will be delivered to you. I give you my word on that. Because for the kind of support that you've given to this brand, you deserve our match. Our merchandise needs to be on you. I mean, say, I proudly support Elevated TV, bro. Oh, that's such a good guy. You make people plan and believe well. Supporter of dreams. God bless you. Lord Mayor, I said Chelsea must sign him. Amen. And I say amen to that. Harry Maguire, Shakabo, Sagara. Hey, we must get Harry Maguire. Even the name like speaking it on Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. You have good church. You have the church. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Maguire. I said the Holy Spirit. Say, wait, church today, the Holy Spirit was moving one brother. Imagine you're sitting like us on the rock. Now you're sitting between two novice women we don't know about ball. And they call the priest say, pray in tongues, say Harry Maguire. Blaskowski, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. The brother is a Holy Ghost. He said the brother is Holy Ghost. They're not saying that crazy they worry the person. Mario Nathaniel, they say he not go walk, he must walk. The more carry man you problem give us. He must walk by the power of the anointing of the risen Christ. He must walk by the power of Seblata that can give the World Cup to a country that does not deserve it. I pray that Chelsea will sign Harry Maguire. My brother here was a Chelsea fan. He's looking at me like, my other brother not mad or something. You don't call family meeting for intervention. Or this is still part of the radio show. And I have two interns in the studio. I have two interns that are looking at me like, is this the person who want to learn from? Or people will go mad in this internship for 1 month. Ogundibola Oluwafemi Taye say, can you have your say on the African Super League? It's like, how am I saying that? They ban me. I think that the African Super League is uncalled for. Okay, let's be serious. Let's forget about speaking in tongue now. I think the African Super League is uncalled for. What African football really, really desperately need is growth. And I love the investment. I love the investment, but it's like going to sow Gary inside river. No matter how many bag of Gary you pour inside the river, to flow away, you don't go feed anybody. So the plan is, even if it work, we'll still have the same loop-sided thing that we're already having with the Champions League. The North Africans will dominate. The Southern African teams, a few of them, like the Melody Sundowns of this one, will dominate. The rest, like West African teams, will never benefit from it. Nigerian teams will never benefit from it. So I think what CAF should have done is to spend the next 5 years trying to enforce the CAF licensing and then liaise with government of different countries to make sure they create this integration between their fans and the club. If TP Mazembe can have the kind of fans that they have, Simba in Tanzania can have the kind of fans engagement that they have, teams in the west coast of Africa should also be taught to do that. Once we can have an equilibrium, a balance within the coast, the south, the west, the east, the north, the central, every part, then you cannot bring in the African Super League. African Super League as an idea on its own is not bad. But I think the implementation and the timing is the problem. And that's always been Africa's biggest problem. We get our timing wrong, we get our implementations wrong, and then it cut across. But I think currently, the way it is that's going to start next year, that's another glorified friendly competition that they're going to have. Church Boy HQ say thanks for the Falconet update. God bless you. You're welcome for that. Church Boy, man to Chelsea, my God forbid. Why are people going against it now? We say better days than you. I don't know the thing what you write there. I don't understand though. Precious. Like say somebody they play with your nipples there when you write that thing. Precious Emenike say Howard Webb will take up the role of chief referee of the of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Please, the person that is touching you should leave you. Well, like I said at the top of the show, let me reiterate. Going forward, we're going to create our we're going to open our membership now because now we now have the ability to do merchandising that can go around the world. I've always been scared of that. So like the hoodie that I'm wearing, if you want to have it anywhere in the world, we're practically going to be able to now put it out there, and just all you need to do is just buy it on the store. The store is going to be on our YouTube page. You buy it on the store and it will be delivered to you, to your house. That one is going to be our face caps, the hoodie, our t-shirts, and all the souvenirs that we can put up. And we're also going to evolve our shows a little bit, okay, as you guys have demanded for, okay. And then as well, you guys will be the taskmasters from Thursdays, okay. On Thursdays, you guys are going to tell me what task you think I should do, and there's going to be a whole lot of tasks, but I'm only going to pick one. I put them on the whatever random stuff that I do. I pick it and then I do it. I record it and I show you. You guys will now decide whether I did it well or not. It's going to be nice because most of the people that we will pick their task would be people that we will give free merchandise to. That's the whole essence of it. So our jerseys, and some of those jerseys are these players that are friends to us will send across. We'll be able to say, okay, let's send this to you or let's send this to that person. That's how it will go. But thank you very much for being there. Can you predict the top four of the EPL? Manchester City will win it. Right now, the top four is difficult. Manchester City will win it. Arsenal will come third. But I don't know who will come second and fourth. I don't know yet. But let's give it some time. I think that Man United chance of making it into the top four, just the same way Liverpool does, and just the same way Chelsea does. One team that I don't think will make the top four is Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur will make the top four. But let's give it some time. It's not going to be easy, but let's give it some time. Mr. Smile, it's not be 2 hours. They should do. I said I'm giving extra 15 minutes. It's 2 minutes to the end of that extra 15 minutes. So for those of you who are out there, that's what's going to happen going forward. I hope that you guys can be part of it. We are now practically handing over this company into your hands. So you decide what we do, how our content goes, what happens. If we fail, it's because you all are failures. If we succeed, it's because you guys are the best. So it's not the community. You guys not own this, because what I was told in the YouTube lectures that I've taken is that, look, making a community. If you're gonna be a YouTuber, make the viewers the owners, and you just be the staff. So I'm your staff, but at the same time, think about it. If it fails, we all fail together, right? So, but I don't think we're going to fail, right? We've come this far in the last 5 years. We're going to get better. Thank you very much for your time. You guys have been the most wonderful people to be with. We've talked, we've laughed, we've smiled, we've even spoken in tongue, in Harry Maguire tongue, and all that stuff. My name is Edafe Mathieu. You love to come in here like what I want to sports. It's been a wonderful time being with you on the microphone, across Instagram, WhatsApp, on the radio link, YouTube. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Let's do this again tomorrow morning. I've had a good time. I don't know about you, but if you haven't, I'm not responsible for it. But I know I'm responsible for your good time. Bye-bye.